Hello and welcome. Today, we're going to be breaking down a book that for nearly 100 years has been a true cornerstone of personal development, Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. For decades, this book's principles have literally shaped the lives of millions. So let's dive in and unpack exactly what makes this philosophy so enduringly powerful. So here's our roadmap for this explainer. We're going to tackle Hill's philosophy in 5 clear parts. We'll start with the big core idea, then move on to building the mental foundation. From there, we'll create a practical blueprint, see how to put it all into motion, and finally, we'll touch on the higher principles that really tie everything together. Okay, first things first, let's get to the very heart of this. This book isn't just a random collection of tips. It's a whole philosophy of success. Just imagine dedicating over 20 years of your life to answering one single question: what makes a winner tick? That's exactly what Napoleon Hill did, interviewing the most successful people of his time to really decode their secrets. And this, right here, is the central message. If you remember one thing, make it this. Hill's entire philosophy is built on this one powerful idea. Our outside world, our finances, our success, everything is a direct reflection of our inner world of thought. So mastering your own thoughts, that's the very first non-negotiable step toward achieving any goal you set. So, how do we actually build on that core idea? Well, we start with the first 3 principles. A good way to think of these is like the concrete foundation of a house. You can't build a massive skyscraper on soft ground, right? And in the same way, you can't build lasting wealth without first building a powerful mindset. The starting point for everything, according to Hill, is desire. And he's really specific about this. He's not talking about just a wish or some fleeting hope. He means a deep, burning, all-consuming desire for something very, very definite. This quote just nails it. A wish is totally passive, but a burning desire is active. It's a state of mind that grows into an obsession, a single point of focus that channels all of your energy towards that one thing. You can think of it as the fuel for this entire journey. Now, to make this idea real, Hill gives us a very practical, step-by-step formula. These 6 steps are designed to take a fuzzy, abstract desire and crystallize it into a solid, concrete goal. You'll notice how it forces you to be super specific: the exact amount, the timeline, the plan. This isn't daydreaming. This is the very beginning of a real plan. All right, so once you have that burning desire, the next ingredient you need is faith. Hill actually calls faith the head chemist of the mind. He sees it as the element that gives life, power, and action to your thoughts. Now, faith in this context isn't just blind hope. It's an unshakable conviction that your goal is not just possible, but inevitable. It's about mentally playing out your success over and over until it feels real. This powerful belief is what programs your subconscious mind to start seeing opportunities and solutions you would have completely missed otherwise. And this is a really crucial point. Hill doesn't see faith as some kind of magical gift that you either have or you don't. He argues that it's like a muscle. You can build it. By deliberately feeding your mind positive affirmations and really feeling the emotions behind them, you can consciously and systematically develop unwavering faith in your goals. And that leads us perfectly to the tool you use to build that faith: autosuggestion. This is the 3rd pillar of our mental foundation, and it's really the mechanism that makes this whole system click. So think of it this way. Your conscious mind is like a gatekeeper. Autosuggestion is you, personally, telling that gatekeeper exactly what to let through to the fertile garden of your subconscious mind. By repeatedly reading your written statement out loud with genuine feeling, you're planting seeds of success right where they can grow the best. Okay, so with that strong mental foundation of desire, faith, and autosuggestion now firmly in place, it's time to create the architectural blueprint for your success. A powerful belief is essential, but it needs a solid plan to actually take shape in the real world. Hill makes a really important distinction here. He argues that general knowledge, while great to have, very rarely leads to wealth. The real key is acquiring specialized knowledge in whatever field you've chosen. And this slide illustrates the difference perfectly. Hill pointed out that many university professors have tons of general knowledge, but very little wealth. But then you look at someone like Henry Ford. He had very little formal schooling, but he knew how to find and organize specialized knowledge from other people to build a massive car empire. Knowledge only becomes power when you organize it into a definite plan of action. So where do these brilliant plans actually come from?
Well, they're created in what Hill calls the workshop of the mind, your imagination. This is the place where your desire and your specialized knowledge get mixed together to create a workable plan. Now, Hill actually breaks imagination down into two types. Think of synthetic imagination as your brain's remix artist. It takes old ideas you already know and just combines them in new ways. This is where most everyday problem solving happens. Creative imagination, though, is different. That's that flash of genius, that aha moment that seems to come out of nowhere, giving you a truly original idea. A flawless blueprint is still just a piece of paper, right? You need an engine to actually bring it to life. These next few principles are all about putting your plan into relentless forward motion.
These three principles are really the workhorses of the whole philosophy. First, you need organized planning. Your plan needs structure, and Hill suggests creating that with a mastermind group, basically a supportive team of people you can bounce ideas off of. Second, you have to make a firm decision and just stop procrastinating. And third, you need unwavering persistence, that sheer willpower to see it all through no matter what obstacles pop up.
And finally, we get to the principles that take this philosophy beyond just simple goal setting. These are the bigger concepts that connect your individual efforts to a greater, more powerful creative force. Okay, these are definitely the most advanced ideas in the book, so let's just break them down simply. We've talked about the mastermind. That's the incredible synergy you get from working with others. Sex transmutation, which is an old-fashioned term, was just Hill's idea for taking our most powerful emotional drive and redirecting that energy into our work or creative goals. And the final three, the subconscious mind, the brain, and the sixth sense, they all work together. They describe how your mind can act like a radio, tuning into a universal source of knowledge and intuition, what Hill called infinite intelligence. So as you can see, this isn't some magic formula. It's a complete system. It starts with something intangible, a burning desire in your mind. And then through faith, planning, and relentless action, it transforms that thought into its real-world physical equivalent. Each principle just builds logically on the one that came before it. Napoleon Hill was absolutely convinced that this philosophy would work for anyone who was willing to actually apply it. The system is all laid out for you, so the only real question left is, which one of these powerful principles are you going to choose to put into practice first?